Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the first ever episode of the Out of the Abyss Dungeons and Dragons campaign.
Woo! Woo!
Yay! All right, so let's get right into it.
Awesome.
All right, so you guys have all been captured one way or another by the Drow. You wouldn't wish this fate upon anyone, yet here you are, located in a dark cave. The cold, heavy weight of metal tight around your throat and your wrists. You are not alone. Other prisoners are trapped in here with you, in an underground outpost far from the light of the sun. Your captors include a cruel drow priestess who calls herself Mistress Ilvara of House Mizram. Over the past several days, you've met her several times, robed in silken garments and flanked by two male drow, one of whom has a mass of scars along one side of his face and neck. Mistress Ilvara likes to impress her will with scourge in hand and remind you that your life now belongs to her. Accept your fate. Learn to obey, and you may survive. Her words echo in your memory, even as you plot your escape. As you look around, you see many different faces in front of you in this small hovel of a prison cave. So, do you want to know the descriptions of the prisoners obviously around you?
Yes.
Okay. So, you look, there's one Darrow, which is this sort of shrivelly, kind of looking halfling equivalent in the Underdark. He looks old, long white hair. There's this giant, white-furred, almost like a yeti-looking monster quadruped, and everybody in the room is giving him a wide berth, and he's got manacles on just like y'all. Y'all's manacles, by the way, are wrapped around your necks. They come down and hit your wrists as well. There's one female dwarf in there, red hair, fair skin. There's one sort of purplish-skinned gnome. From what you know, these are deep gnomes. There's actually three of those. One of them is bald, with long pointed ears. The other two, one female, one male, are sticking close together. The male keeps fumbling and muttering to himself while the female tries to calm him down. They both have long mops of shaggy hair on top of their head. There's one orc in the center. This past couple days, this orc has been asserting his dominance onto other people, basically, by pushing them around and bullying them.
Wow.
They're over in the corner of the cell. There's one male drow with long white hair, who's sort of clutching this small little plant that he just kind of keeps with him at all times, pretty much. And last but not least, there is a strange-looking fish man in there in plain robes. From what you know, this would be the Quotoa race. He sits there and meditates most days. So, and
exciting.
all of you guys, basically. So it's very cramped
But we don't
in
really
this
know each
cave.
other.
Yeah. So, who is the newest person here? How many days have you been here?
One.
1 day?
1 day.
All right. So you look around in front of you. You see a hodgepodge of faces. Who do you approach first? If you need to know what a certain person in this group looks like, just ask me.
No one.
You don't approach anyone? You stay there silently? Who's the second newest? How many days have you been here?
Been here for 2 days.
2 days? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Who do you want to approach in the
I-
cell?
I-
Currently, right now, you've all woken up. You don't know the cycle of the days because it's deep underground.
Okay.
But if you had to guess, it'd be a couple hours before feeding time.
Okay. I'm very perplexed by the fish that is just standing or kind of leaning in a corner, and just naturally, it's so just so foreign to me. I'm like just astonished by it. I'm like, fish legs. So I just kind of like hobble over to it.
Yes. Okay.
All right,
You walk over to it.
I just said, yo, fish.
Yes, green skin.
Hi.
Greetings to you too, Archwalk. Fuck. What's your last name?
Marfeladon.
Marfeladon.
Yeah. So who you praying to?
I am Shusha the Awakened. I have been meditating to achieve this peaceful state for my entire
That's
lifespan.
not what I asked.
I have been meditating this way for my whole lifetime to receive this enlightenment that I have.
Who are you meditating to?
No one in particular. I meditate to achieve the enlightenment state that I have reached.
I walk away.
Okay.
I'm so.
All right, and then he goes back to his meditating. All right. Anything else you want to do?
Nah. I kind of just go walk near, just you know how sharks kind of circle things. I'm circling the orc.
Do you
That's
get?
been bullying everyone.
You circle the orc.
I'm just slowly circling. them
Okay.
to see
So he
if
shoves you. Like, what the fuck do you want?
I bite his hand.
Oh my god.
Roll for initiative.
Okay. So he's got manacles on and they're down by his waist. So are you gonna reach down there? You're much taller than him.
So you're gonna essentially blow him, right?
Roll to attack.
Okay.
Roll to blow him.
Yeah. I still. Yeah. 11 plus. What's it to hit? Plus. I got a 15.
Okay, you hit him. Roll to damage.
Awesome. Damn.
Ooh, wait, you get extra damage for your teeth, don't you?
What is it? 1d6.
Or more than 1.
Alright, well, I got, what is it? Plus your strength mod? Alright, 4 damage.
Okay. So you reach down and bite him like instinctually. He rips his hand away, and then immediately just runs to the back of the cave and looks at you and kind of is basically submitting to your will. To your will. Yeah.
Man, what a big puss.
You all saw this happen just now. Anybody else want to make a move on something?
Can I roll a perception check?
If you want.
So 17.
Okay. The air is stale. The lighting is very dark in the cell you're in. There's dim light emitting outside of the cell that you're in. That's all you see. It's all smooth stone.
And is this like a communal cell, or is it kind of like a common area that's just?
It's a communal cell. It's one
How
big.
many
It's one
people
big.
do we have in this cell?
Are there any
People
objects?
total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
People is
7, 8, 9, 10, 16.
16
It is
people.
really crowded.
Are
in
there
here.
any
And especially since everybody is giving the white monster a wide berth of range.
Is there anything? Are there any objects in there?
No,
Or is it just a plain
there is
room?
nothing in there.
Okay.
It is barren.
side question.
You don't even have anywhere to sleep. You sleep.
Are there
on the
guards around that can see us?
floor. If you want to walk up to the door, you can.
No,
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, you walk up to the door. Are you trying to look through the bars?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you look through the bars, and basically to the right, you can see a small little outpost with the backs of the drow guards looking out over a ridge, and then to the left you see a stairway, basically.
How far away are they?
They're pretty close. They're probably about 10, 15 feet away.
So tell me about the
How
ceiling.
open? How open is this, by the way? Sorry.
Open is what?
Like, can they see completely in? Is it just like iron bars around all the way around?
So-
or is it just
Yeah.
kind of like
So
concrete?
it's a cave. It's a cave basically with a door of an iron barred door, and you're peering through the iron bar door right now.
Okay, so I kind of want to use my rusted iron bar and just start banging on the door to get their attention and then run
Okay,
away.
you do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do that. Bang, 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 bang.
I go
The
kinda
drow immediately perk up. They walk over, or they kind of jog over to there. They open the cell door, basically. They're like, all right, who just did that?
Okay, questions for me. So the ceiling, the floor, and all of the walls are all stone.
Yep.
How
Smooth
is the
stone.
iron door attached to the stone?
Bolted in.
It's like a bolt to the stone.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's spiked in there.
It's so that's pretty tough. You don't look loose or anything.
No, you.
Alright.
It's very
Is it
tough.
2 guards?
Alright, no, I got one
2
question.
guards, yeah.
How are we attached to the walls with our chains?
No,
Or
you can walk around. Your
There's free
chains,
roam,
like I
because-
said,
yeah, okay,
your
so
chains
it's
go
not
from
like the
here to
neck
here.
is attached to the wall. It's like just neck to hands and that's
Neck
it.
to hands, you can walk
And
around.
about how long is that?
That's probably you can hold your hands at your waist.
Alright.
So you got.
Oh man, alright. Okay, so how many guards are there?
2.
There's 2. Where's my position in the room?
What did
You
you
can
say you
walk
did at the
wherever.
beginning?
I mean, I'm the
He didn't talk
the
to me.
newest.
You're at
He
one of
didn't
the
do
walls.
anything.
I'm the newest guy, so I assume I'd
You're
be
at one of the
next-
walls.
I'm next to the door.
Yeah.
Well, it's a
sure.
town.
So you're next to the door. As
It doesn't
well,
matter
right?
where you're just
you
in the
just
room.
Move around.
Yeah.
All right.
Everybody's in a hodgepodge right now.
All right. My character's just.
So
gonna
one of the
stay quiet
characters,
at this
one of the
point.
characters, says, whispers to another character, and then the drow says, "What was that? Tell me now!" And he unsheaths his hand crossbow and points it right up to the deep gnome that just said that, the bald one. And he said, "Oh, chill, dog, chill. Listen, I just said that it's probably like 10 pieces. It's probably that guy that used the iron bar. Chill out, man." And he's like, "Who did that?" And he points right at you.
Ooh, that's a
New
snake.
guy over there. I don't know his name, but I bet you telling gold pieces that he's probably human.
Yeah, I'm human.
Okay. So the drow walks over to you, smacks you across the face, and you fall to the ground. Your iron bar falls out from your hands. They pick it up and then they walk out. They lock the door behind them.
I keistered it.
Fuck no, you didn't. That,
I literally
that
said
thing's the length of your arm.
Then how could I have had it in the first place and gotten it in?
Because you snuck it in.
You have a.
How could I have snuck it in if it's
Under your
my
shirt.
fucking arm?
Clothes.
You want me to roll? You want me to roll investigation?
Yeah.
Roll for peace.
Roll investigation.
Okay, I rolled a 19.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so
not
they
peeking.
they
Something's
obviously see it. They
protruding.
slap he slaps the shit out of you.
Again?
No, that was the first time. Picks it up, walks out, and one of the guys like, "Oh, good one, Brawl," or something like that. "Yeah, man, I thought I did good." And then they locked it.
All right.
Okay, so.
So that, all right, my character is going to approach David's character.
Okay.
Now, conversation time.
So hey, so you hit that orc over there.
I bit him.
Yeah, you bit the shit out of that fucking orc. He's
No, I bit his hand.
I don't give a shit. So here's what I'm talking about. Let's get those guards to come in here again. And let's me and you take them. I'm gonna wait by the door. When they come in, I'm gonna jump behind them. Round
How far away am I from
Let's
that?
take them out. Let's get the fuck out of here.
You
We
want
got-
roll perception?
Listen, we got 16
I
fucking
may want to
people
jump
in
in
this
the
cell.
front row.
There's 2 guards.
2 guards.
There's only 2
So,
guards, dude.
I'm salivating.
Actually, there's 16 along with the 20 other
17.
Quagons.
Wait.
The Darrow walks up into the middle of your conversation. The Darrow walks up into the middle of your conversation. He says, "There's
You
actually
can just keep talking.
Yeah, I rolled an 11.
there's actually 16 drow guards,
I rolled an
including the
11.
20 Quagoths that are in this place serving them. If you were to take out 2 of the guards, then there would be at least 10 others behind their back breathing down us.
Jack,
That would be an incredibly
Jack, I rolled
So
an
you're
11.
saying there's a chance.
and we'd all suffer.
Jack, I rolled an 11. Does that count as me hearing them or not?
You hear him.
I rolled a 17 to hear them.
Okay, I want
You
to
hear
run.
him.
I want to run up to him and. So, I hear you all talking
I
about.
walk up and I say,
Taking out the guards.
He's talking.
I'm sorry.
Let him finish.
I'm sorry.
Let the
I'm
silliest
sorry.
finish.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, if you want to.
I'm sorry.
So what do you say?
You don't. I mean, yeah, you walk up since you see them walking up.
No silly.
Alright, I walk up.
Come on, egg breath. Tell me what the fuck you want to do.
All right, now everybody in the cell is listening into this conversation and weighing in.
Yes.
Lucidius.
All right. Well, hey, what do you think?
I'd love to jump on your plan, but I've got the best way to.
Bet you like to jump on this dick too, huh?
This is a foolish endeavor. You are all morons.
I don't give a shit. Shut the fuck up.
No.
The fucking pussy. Go sit over there with the orc.
No.
The orc
This
is still like
is how
is
we
like
do
is
it.
like shit in the corner like just head in his like
Fucking
knees.
underbite,
silly.
retard.
I have an idea.
Lucilius, I have an idea.
What?
So, you guys wanted to distract the guards.
I mean, we gotta get him in here.
Yeah. We left the big boy on him, the Yeti.
You
How about
boys
this?
obviously have no idea what you're doing.
How about
There's
this?
no way this will happen. The
I
drow
know the
says in
guy
the
who
corner.
fucked me and
The drow
got my
says-
bar.
The drow looks over in the corner
I'm
and
gonna
says
go
that.
kill him,
I
but
look
you
at the drow.
alert them
Hmm?
while I'm killing him,
No, I said.
and then you bring them in and you jump them while they're coming to me.
I mean, we have enough people. Let me jump them. You alert them.
Jack.
So
I still
You-
want to kill that fucker.
you kill
Switch
that
up my,
fucker.
Right now.
You
Yeah.
get the other fuckers in here, and then me and these 2 will get the rest.
Oi, what about the rest of us? The female dwarf says.
Well, you want to hop on this?
Well, this is an idiot plan. We need to think this through. If we're gonna attack them, then we need to be
How
up
do we
up
get him in
ahead.
there?
You gonna stop us?
I'll leave her with you. She looks like
If
she
you
makes good
engage them, we're all gonna die.
Oh, wait, no. I think our idea had to get him in here. We pull the get help, right?
Use the one that I'm gonna kill.
All right, I'm gonna talk
Let's
to
do that.
the big white dude.
Con.
The big white
The
monster.
big white monster looking
Okay.
thing.
I'm gonna go talk to.
All right.
So
what,
hey, what's your fucking deal?
what language do you say that in? Common? Undercommon?
Undercommon. Why
Okay.
not? I'll try that first. That's my native language.
Do you speak Elvish?
I also speak Elvish.
Okay. He stands up
Please speak your comment.
royally and addresses you. I am Prince Darendil, son. I understand that my form right now is a little bit worse for wear. You see, I've been polymorphed. and
Okay, hold up right now. You're gonna have to catch me up. Prince who of where?
Prince Darendil. Oh,
Darendil?
Fucking
Prince Daffodil?
Prince Darendil of Kingdom Nelrindavane of the High Forest.
Oh.
I was captured many years
Hey,
ago.
we got a forest prince, guys.
Yeah.
I hear
I-
the forest.
Do not
Fucking
insult
dwarfs.
me, petty thief. And then you kind of
Okay,
see like
wait.
a twitch.
Okay, just everybody chill out. What do you want to do?
Well, I tend to agree with the the dwarven woman. This is obviously a foolish plan that you're making. If we're gonna attack them, then we need to have the upper hand.
He also make a good shield.
I go up to the Yeti dude because I heard him say forest.
So you guys recognize outside of the prison, another like Yeti dude, basically, kind of quadrupeds by into the outpost with the two Draugons, and everybody saw that.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. And then the Darrow says, "See, there are too many Quagoths in this area. There's no way that we'll be able to overtake them all. We need to
Did you
hit
see
an
that
opportune
last
time.
attack? It was 2 guards and how many of us? 15, 16?
There are at least 16 in this whole outpost, along with the 20 other Quagoths that are here.
All we need is
All right,
those
everybody
two-
just calm your
those 2
tits.
hand crossbows.
I say.
Please, let's just. We'll
And they're
hold
all
off.
heavily armed.
Who's been here the longest?
I have
How many days?
How many days?
9.
Same.
Tell me what the routine has been like. Do we go anywhere else? Do we go outside?
Yes, you do, you idiot. You should have asked me. So
Do we go
ask me
outside?
next time. So you all know that you get feeding once a day. It's a thin mushroom broth that they serve you that barely sustains you. And then they take the bowls back within 30 minutes. And then later that day, you all go out for labor, which is at least like 2 or 3 hours. Where you do really menial tasks such as mopping, washing dishes, cleaning spider shit. Yeah, and you guys know from doing that, the ones that have been here for a long time, the layout that they let you go in, basically the common areas, and yeah, sometimes the drow will make you do difficult menial tasks, such as stacking boxes into ridiculous rulings and proportions, and then knocking the boxes over and making you do them again on pain of death or a whipping, or things like kneeling on rice or shit like that, basically.
That one doesn't seem as bad as the other. I take that one.
The flailing and whipping is included.
What was your name?
Chewick. Just call me Marf.
So
Well, okay, you can call me Lucilius.
Prince
Alright,
Darendil.
So here's.
Prince
Ah,
Darendil
shut the
of
fuck
Kingdom
up.
Darendil.
I take Darren Lucas.
Okay.
All right,
Wait,
Barf.
let me.
Here's the we're just gonna play it chill. We're not gonna do the plan.
And I gesture to everybody else in the room.
Everybody, just chill out. Prince of the Woods. We're not gonna kill any guards. We're just gonna wait, and we're gonna wait for a good time.
But wait till we get away. We can get
If
some,
that's a good
we can
time.
get some tools.
Are you sure?
Well, yeah, I'm fucking sure.
Well, I kind of want to kill that guy who fucked me over. And,
Kill him later.
That was your own
and
damn
Marth
fault.
wants a shield, so...
I bet you 10 gold pieces that we'll be able to kill all these guys if we wait for the right time. But what do I know? I only.
Who are you?
Oh, me? I'm Jim Jar. Nice to meet you.
Wait,
The
who's
deep gnome, the bald deep
The
gnome.
deep gnome?
The
Hey,
bald
he
deep
fucks
gnome.
his cousin.
Oh, hi, Jim Jar.
What's up, man?
What's going on?
What up?
Hey.
God.
Alright. I like your style, Green
Yeah.
Dad. Hey, bet you 10 gold pieces that you can't get those guards back over here.
I bet you I can.
And then the dwarf woman goes, don't do that. Don't do that, you idiot.
Alright,
My
character goes and sits back down wherever I was whenever this started.
I go take Prince Darendil to the side,
Okay.
and then we have a discussion.
Okay.
So,
Initiate.
all So
Do you speak Elven?
I do actually. Yes.
Good thing.
So yeah, I'm speaking in Elvish.
Okay.
So these guys are clearly idiots.
Yes, I agree.
I think we need to understand the people better. They just want to kill. So
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
from the forest, I'm from the forest. So
I see. Where are you from?
I'm from the jungle.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, it's kind of similar.
Well, yes, yes.
I mean, I've been to the forest many times.
I see, I see. So, what is your proposal?
I say we just learn. I think we can get something out of the fish dude.
So there are things that I already know about this place that I can give to you.
Alright.
Such as soon as he pulls it up on the book in a moment. These fools don't even know the amount of drow or Quagos here. There are 19 drow here stationed, as well as many more powerful elite drow, as well as Mistress Ilvara herself uses many magical items. And there are always 2 to 3 drow gods watching the cells at all times. However, the light is dark and the task is boring. So if we could sneak out, we might be able to make it.
So what you're saying
I
is
know, I
we
say-
can
You're
do
not
this
in this
30
conversation.
minutes.
You're not.
He pulled him to the side for this. What else does he say? He says, I also know that there's something going on with the one with the scars on his face.
What's wrong with the scars?
There's a male drow with the scars on his face that used to be Mistress Ilvara's right-hand man, so to speak. But now he's replaced with another one after he's gotten those scars somehow. Don't ask me how that happened, I don't know. I sit here all day. So,
Take me to him.
well, I obviously can't, and he pulls up his chains
Oh, I
and
thought he
knocks
was
at the
in the
door.
thing, like, the
What?
cell with us. I thought he got in prison.
Yeah, he's in prison.
Oh, but you're like chained to the wall.
No, but you can't walk out of the thing.
Oh, he's not in the, he's in a different
No,
cell.
no, 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 no. Scar on his face. He's not in the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that confused me. Okay.
All right.
Hey, was Scar on the face the same guy that took his pipe?
No,
The bar.
no, that was just a random low-level drow asshole.
Oh, Scarface is he's up there. He's that's one of the
Yeah, he was one of
ladies.
the guys we were.
side
Well, you don't know that, but Prince Darendil just told what's your name?
Oh, Lance.
Prince Darendil just told Lannister that he used to be Ilvara's right-hand man. So he was an elite. All right.
So,
So.
so Prince Darendil.
Mm.
Oh.
So Darendil. So Darendil refers to everyone in the group and says, "Now listen here. If we're going to make a plan of escape, then we need to wait for an opportune time. I say over the next couple days, we get a surveillance of the areas during feeding time, during hard labor, and then we'll be able to get a lay of the land and make our plan of escape then. Who's with me?" And he spoke in Elven, so no one understood what he
I
said.
understand. What you're saying.
Except for people that understood Elven. So if you want to give the gist to the
I
rest of the
speak
group.
Draconic.
I asked him how long he's been.
So,
Yeah, I look him dead now and I'm just like,
Like,
At least a month.
there are words coming out of your mouth, but they mean nothing.
he doesn't know what you fucking said.
I tell him what he
Mhm.
said.
Yeah.
You now know how.
I tell,
how information.
Lan, or what was
I
I saying?
speak common.
Darendil, I agree.
Undercommon
And then I
knowledge.
get talk to the fish dude.
Okay. We're going to segue from you onto another one.
I told
So the female dwarf walks up to you and pulls you aside.
Me?
Yep.
Okay.
And so she says, like, what's your name?
Talos.
Talos. All right. Well,
Tal. Sorry.
all right then. Like the god.
Yes.
Interesting. Well, my name's Eldith, and I was captured here during battle. I was actually a shield dwarf scout for Gauntlgrim. So, yeah. And I see that you're the only other dwarf in this place,
It's true.
and I think we should stick together, number one. But also, I think that if anything happens to one of us, we carry news back to Gauntlgrim.
Truly.
What say you?
I agree.
Sticks out her hand.
And we said all this in Dwarvish.
She didn't. She spoke in Undercommon, but no. I mean,
Oh, I know that too.
does anyone want to try and overhear?
Yeah, no, I will.
Okay, go
I'll
ahead.
definitely grab the.
What an asshole.
So I roll. I don't know which one.
He's
This one.
fucking drow.
I rolled a 19.
You heard.
Congrats,
And
you're in.
she looks at you. She looks at you and says, "We're gonna get these fuckers one day. We're gonna get out of here. You stick with me. We'll get out of here."
Fuck them all.
All right. So, a couple minutes go by. Done with conversations?
Yes, I'm done.
Wait.
Ding ding. Ding.
I
What's up?
literally just.
God.
So it's just quick and draconic. I reach over to Marth and just mention that hey Marth, you want a shield?
I'm like salivating at the mention of a shield.
Guy fucked me over whenever it's night. Working a good jump of.
Sounds like a plan.
By Talos.
Yeah,
We
that's it.
speak
Wait,
draconic.
All right. Done with conversations.
Yes,
Yes.
that was it.
So,
I didn't know that.
the drow guards about, guess like 10-15 minutes later, walk up, ding 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 on the door, the iron bar door, opens it up. All right, prisoners, get out here. We need your help with the many tasks that we got for you. And then they all like, they like smirk, and so they start whipping y'all basically to get out, or not whipping.
Ooh.
They have these. What are they?
I like it, bitch.
They're all got swords and stuff, and they're shoving you along out of the prison. Does anyone want to resist?
I resist.
Okay.
Inherently.
All right then, but they push you along nonetheless.
I resist.
Absolutely not.
I resist.
All right then.
So,
So
If they're getting a fight, I'm hopping in.
should I?
okay.
what's
So they
I roll an arcana
they
check.
try and push you off, and they're like, "Move, prisoner!" And do you keep moving?
I roll an arcana check.
I
that? Okay.
Okay. Didn't mean for this to happen so quickly. And so, as you don't move, Eldith walks up and he's like, "Get the hell off of him!" And then shoves the drow aside, looks at her, says, and looks to his buddies and says, "I think it's feeding time, boys." And then
Oh
they
shit.
say,
I say yes, it
I
is.
think so too.
I step back.
They
and
all
go.
nod in agreement. They all pick up
I-
Eldith. She begins to writhe and scream rapidly.
No,
No! Let go of me! Please!
I run and
My
hit one.
shield.
I
That
run
thing
and-
You run and hit one?
I just like run up and.
Alright, so you knock one of them, but then another one, there's like 10 of them here. So another one picks him up. He rebukes you instantly.
And then I
but-
use Wrath of the Storm as he tries to hit me.
Okay. What does that do?
He needs to make a dexterity saving throw. And if he fails, he takes 2d8 of lightning damage.
Okay. So what's the save?
For the cave.
By my god's power.
At the same time,
okay.
can I run up and
Zeus.
just try and strangle somebody with my chains?
12.
Hey,
If you want.
let me roll stealth, and then
You need my-
I'm gonna
wait,
try and
we
sneak.
We need
my
one at a
s-
time. One at a
Actually,
What do you
time.
yeah,
my
I
spell
wanna do
save DC?
Let's
What?
Sneaky.
What do you need?
let's do it.
Yeah, spell save DC.
12.
12. Oh yeah, he lost it. So what does it happen?
12, 2d8.
2d8? Okay. Give me a moment while I pull this up. This is way too early.
Why do we derail everything so fast?
Because we're good. We're destructive like that. It's very rare that most of us are not chaotic.
I would agree. 2d8?
Yes.
Jesus. Oh yeah, so as he goes to punch you, this electricity jolts up his arm. Ah! And he convulses, you see his muscles spasm. He goes charred basically, starts to take a few steps back, falls off. As you look, this whole outpost is off the side of a cliff, 100 feet above the air. But you don't hear a thud.
He's still falling.
Back to the Eldith. Listen. Back to Eldith.
Ragnarok.
Shut up. So back to Eldith. She's writhing up against the drow guards, but they're all holding onto her now. They all wind back, throw her off the edge. You also don't hear anything.
Oh shit.
You hear like a.
Bye, bitch.
30
Did anyone wanna look
minutes
over?
later.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
So as you look over, you see the whole, probably about 20 feet down, blanketed with giant spider webs. So you notice that a lot of these buildings aren't buildings. They're stalactites from the ceiling that come down, and they carve into them. and you're on the side of a large wall, 100 feet above the ground. Below you are webs, basically. Both the drow and Eldith have fallen into the webs, and then you hear rustling.
Oh, I'm not fucking with spiders again.
Giant spiders crawl out. At least 6 or 8 of them all crawl out. Eldith's hands are trapped. No! No! Get away from me! They all begin to sink their fangs right into them.
I just yell.
She gets a spasm, and then froth comes out of her mouth. She freezes up. Can't move.
I yell.
They begin to
"You're a
drain the
shitty
blood.
fighter."
They begin to drain the blood out of her and wrap her in a web and drag her away. The exact same thing happens to the drow.
Lost
I
a
yell.
visor.
Whoa,
Was
so
this
they don't
Jim-
give a
Was
shit.
this Jim Jar?
I yell by.
Was this
by
Ginger?
Talus,
Eldith,
you were
Eldith.
not.
Did
You were
everybody
not
observe?
worth dwarven
Just
blood.
Everybody saw that.
Just making sure.
Jack, I yell by Talos, you were
The one
not
that we're
worth
fucking
dwarven
gonna throw
blood.
through a shield.
I will not tell your family.
Good Jack.
Question: wait, are the guards that Raymond kind of like fucked up? Are they still like distracted by that?
How many guards do we have?
Around you,
Yeah.
there's about 10. Now the elite guards are walking up.
Hey, the guards that just threw.
Also, there are 3 Quagoths.
Where are they? Wait, ooh.
Jack,
Okay,
I have
never mind.
a
I
The
take back what I was
I made
gonna do.
such a bad decision.
The
So
guards-
if I saw those spiders, I can like transform or not
I
yet.
have another
Or that later.
one.
Besides the moon.
You can now transform it.
We're like this. Just
Yeah, but you're gonna want to pull up the beast stats for that yourself. What's
Hey,
up?
so the guards that like just threw
In a-
Lilith
in a
or
monster
Are
whatever
they
her name is,
next to the
off the
edge?
cliff, are they still next to the edge?
What? Or who's still
The
next?
guards
All
that
the
just
guards.
threw the.
They're all watching.
Okay.
But are they next to the edge?
While this is
Can I
happening,
roll a stealth check?
Yeah,
yeah.
sure,
Wait,
go
can
ahead.
I roll one too? To try and
However, there are 3 Quagoths and multiple elite drow walking up and watching you do this.
Actually,
I didn't want
I'm
to
gonna
interrupt while that was happening, but
We're gonna
while
finish if
he
you
was
want.
doing that attack,
It
I'm
wasn't
gonna
an
roll.
attack. It was a reaction.
Enough.
I'm gonna roll sleight of hand.
Okay, to steal something.
And I'm gonna roll to steal something from the guards. And I'm just
Okay,
gonna
what are you trying to steal?
what are my options?
They've got short
Hey, I
swords,
think you're gonna-
shields, hand crossbows, and anything that's in their pockets.
No daggers.
What's spider?
You don't see any.
All right,
What's spider?
Giant spider.
short sword. I'm gonna go for a short sword.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. It's a 23.
23. Oh yeah, you got it. Yeah,
Alright,
you
short sword,
and put it in your.
Tuck it in.
Yeah,
That's
nobody noticed.
I rolled a 23 for stealth
Okay,
too.
so you're stealth.
Okay. So the one that was like kind of.
However, there are people watching you stealth because they're staring right at you.
I moved to
There's not. I mean, there.
He's just like on the ground, like.
Moving to the crowd.
Okay, fine. Okay,
Alright.
there's enough people there.
And then
Okay.
I go onto the edge of the
Y'all are
cliff.
all very like this
I
is a
stand up and I
precarious.
yawn, kind of, and then I accidentally push off the guard.
Okay, good.
I'm like just.
All right. Yeah, he also falls in.
As he's falling, I
Okay.
grab his sword.
Roll sleight of hand.
2.
I drop the sword down the.
Okay.
I rolled a
Y'all are
shield.
also supposed to have disadvantage because you have manacles on, but I won't redo yours. So,
What would I roll?
I'm pretty skilled.
Spider,
I'm a
like,
badass.
seven
Yeah.
notices.
Alright,
If you
so
want.
now.
Like, turn
I
the
just
spider
like
into
shopping
a-
stuff.
Well,
I think.
you're about
oh,
to
no,
get
you
fucked.
can't just turn like you're not a druid of the moon.
I have another one of those.
Do you know your abilities?
That's what I knew. You said I can just turn into whatever.
Well, do you know your abilities yet as a druid?
Oh, wow.
You need to look that up because there's
Yeah,
ones that
that's
let you do that. So look them up.
Jack, how many? Jack, other than the drow and elite drow, how many? What's the other type of units that are there?
Just.
There's 3 Quagoths.
Three
There's like 6 elite
Wow, you see that one
drow,
right there?
Yetis, right?
and there's 1 female drow.
Okay,
For
guys,
thing.
just want to let y'all know we're at a 17 drow count. Kill 2.
Oh, 18 if you include me.
All right.
I,
As the
you're
crowd
the
begins to
last-
separate, you see 1 large female drow walk up. So, it seems you want a bit of a riot, don't you?
Yes.
And that's where we're gonna end it for this time. So, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.